Sir, ma'am, don't you skip this video. If you stay with me, I'm going to teach you, show you from my own personal experience why life educates through disappointment. We are educated about ourselves, we are educated about our environment, and most of all, we are educated about people through disappointments. And let's get into it like right about now with some information. And we're going to do it in 3 ways. 3 ways to learn from life's disappointment. Life educates through disappointment by shattering the gap between expectations and reality. There's a big gap between expectations and reality. Your expectation may be the #1 celebrity in the world, but reality may be that, hey, you're not qualified. Your expectation would be for that romantic partner to be just picture perfect and that all of your desires and needs be met. But the reality is that we all have flaws and we're all a work in progress. And if you didn't notice, I'm going to read so you don't have to. Life educates through disappointment by shattering the gap between expectations and reality. The friction forces you to reevaluate your goals, exposing what you truly value. By processing these letdowns, you actually develop emotional resilience, practice adaptive coping skills, and learns to calibrate your future expectations. So disappointment is a great teacher. Here's 3 ways, 3 best work practices to use when disappointed. The first education that we learn from being disappointed is redefining our values. When something you desire doesn't pan out, it forces you to use some prioritizations. What are you going to prioritize the most? You just had that letdown. You had that major breakup. You went financially bankrupt. The business shut down. What are you going to prioritize to overcome that disappointment so you can move on to bigger and better things? Because it's just an obstacle. It's a learning tool that you can use to be better. Most of your millionaires failed at a lot of things before they hit the $1 million mark. Also, you learn whether the goal was truly worth yourself. You find out as the goal, damn, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it to be this, that, and the other on YouTube? Is it really worth all my time and energy for this promotion at work? Because the last guy or girl that had it, they were miserable. So is it truly worth it? And it helps you to push your energy elsewhere. You just got disappointed in a goal or something that you wanted. You find out you really didn't want it after all once you recover from said disappointment, and you have the opportunity to place that energy somewhere else where it's better suited for who you are and your true purpose in life. Number 2, the second thing that we can learn, use, and apply in our life after experiencing that disappointment is building resilience. Navigating a letdown always allows you to practice bouncing back. There's nothing like the comeback. We love a good comeback story in America. The boxer that lost the world championship belt, that went back to camp, looked at where he made the mistakes, came back, won the belt again. We love it. We love a comeback story in America. Be the comeback story. So building resilience gets you navigated to practice bouncing back. It teaches you that setbacks are just temporary. This disappointment is just temporary. If he treated you very, very horribly and walked out of your life, ma'am, there's something better to replace it. If you think positively, you step outside of yourself, you look at everything clearly, and you get clarity, something better is going to come. How many times have you been laid off or quit a job or left a job and you had better success somewhere else? That's how life treats us. I'm telling you, life educates you through disappointment. Buildings and houses and homes still stand 50, 100 years later because they were built to be resilient. Resilient to the weather, resilient to circumstances, resilient to the amount of weight that we put on these buildings and frames through going in and out. Look at your Walmart distribution centers and your Walmart stores in your neighborhood. Some of them have been there 20, 30, 40 years because they were built to be resilient. I'm here to tell you that you are built to be resilient. I am built to be resilient if we learn through disappointment. And number 3 on our list, ladies and gentlemen, and very, very important, you're going to cultivate self-awareness. We are aware of our surroundings most of the time. This person looks like this. That person looks like this. This is the way to get here. This is what this building looked like. This is what this music sounds like. But how many of us are self-aware? through disappointment. Disappointment. Life educates through disappointment. That disappointment is going to teach you some self-awareness. It shifts the focus from external circumstances into internal reactions. It's not the situation, it's how we perceive it and think about the situation. Most of the opportunities, aka problems that we have in life, are internal. We all know we really can't control the external, control people. It's a full-time job trying to collect your own thoughts, process your own thoughts, and control your own emotions. So cultivating self-awareness is number 3 and probably the most important on the list because it shifts the focus from external, internal. You learn how to respond to situations you cannot control without letting them dictate your self-worth. I talk a lot about self-worth on this channel because self-worth is internal. Self-worth means you're valuable just because you exist. Self-esteem is external. You have a high self-esteem because you're good at football, basketball. Ma'am, you have a high self-esteem because you got a nice figure and you get a lot of attention. You have a high self-esteem because you drive a expensive sports car. You make 6 figures. You have this title. You're in this group. You're in that fraternity. But self-worth is inside. I can't see your self-worth, but you know it. And you cannot lie to the universe. No matter how hard, you can lie to me, ma'am, sir. You can lie to me. You can lie to others, but you cannot lie to the universe. It knows. And here's something I like to share. I like to study not only Stoic philosophy, but biblical laws. And if you looked at Galatians, right, 6:9, chapter 6, verse 9, you're going to find something absolutely amazing that can uplift you. And here it is from Galatians, the King James Version of the Bible, chapter 6, verse 9. I'm going to read so you don't have to. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for it in due season will reap, if we faint not. What does that mean? Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. If it's righteous, it's moral, it's legal, it's ethical, keep doing it. What we sow, we're going to reap in life. You putting out a lot of positive energy and hard work, you're going to get it back. Don't let anyone tell you different. If you faint not, meaning if you don't quit. Resilience. Be resilient. There's a time for planting. There's a time for harvesting. This could be your sowing season right now where you're sowing wealth. You're sowing good health. You're sowing abundance. You're sowing peace. You're sowing a romantic relationship. There's going to be some disappointments and setbacks. You stay resilient, keep focused, keep moving ahead. You're going to reap a harvest. It may be more than you expected. It may be less, but you will reap a harvest. And for you non-believers out there, here's a quote to live by. If you make happiness your goal, you will be disappointed. If you make presence your goal, you'll be peaceful. And that is from Maximum Legris. So there you go. Short and sweet, ladies and gentlemen. I just gave you 3 ways. 3 ways to learn from disappointment. 3 ways that life educates you through disappointment. And 3 ways for you not only to survive, but to thrive through the disappointment because you deserve it. You're more than enough. You're worthy. You're adequate. You're deserving of respect. Remember these 2 things before I go. Number 1, I just shared with you 3 ways, 3 best work practices to learn from disappointment. Life educates through disappointment, and disappointments are going to come. There's nothing we can do about it. You can't cry your way out of it, protest your way out of it, vote your way out of it. And number 2, you just been on Project Expertise. Well, I'm the project. I just shared with you the expertise from my personal experience. I hope it helps you. I hope you learned something because I did. And I know that there's greatness inside of you. Let that greatness out.